Good afternoon, ornithologists. I am just sitting out here on the side of my house because lately, as I sit out here, I have been seeing hummingbirds, but it's only been lately. And that is because the hummingbirds migrate. That means they move from one place in the world to another. And so we're going to learn about that this week, and we're going to do some thinking about why would these birds and why do animals, lots of animals, migrate or move to a different part of the world for part of the year. And the other question I'm wondering is, how do they do that? How do they know where to go? So I was sitting out here and I did just want to show you guys real quick. This is a birdhouse that I had made with some of your older brothers and sisters. I was just seeing that there were some birds thinking about building a little nest in there, and I saw Riley's name on there, and I saw Ava's name on there, and Oliver's name is on there. So I have quite a few siblings who also studied birds with me. So I thought that was pretty fun. All right, so I'm going to read part of this book today and part of this book for you tomorrow. It's called How Do Birds Find Their Way? How do they find their way? This is by Roma Gans, illustrated by Paul Maroka. All right. We can watch birds fly from tree to house, then back again. They seem to fly here, there, and everywhere. This is a Blackpoll warbler. These are snow geese. If we watch birds all year, we find that some seem to disappear in the fall when the days get shorter and colder. They're flying south, where it is warmer. Always fly south when they migrate. They always fly south in the winter. In the spring. Early in spring, the first birds begin to come back. Every spring, birds return north to make their nests, lay eggs, and hatch their babies. We say the birds are migrating. They're moving from their winter homes in the south to their summer homes in the north. Okay, so winter homes in the south and summer homes in the north. Once they reach their northern homes, they will build their nests. They may build nests in trees or shrubs or on porch ledges. Or, like woodpeckers, they may bore holes into trees and make their cozy nests inside. Some go to the same nesting area or even the exact same nest that they used the summer before. Okay, so I first tell you the type of birds. These are barn swallows. Remember when I went to some nests and I read a book from the barn swallow nests? These are barn swallows. This is called an Arctic tern. This is a yellow-bellied sapsucker. Long ago, I found this so interesting. People did not know that some birds migrate. They thought the birds hid in holes in the ground and slept all winter. Some people guessed that birds spent the winter in the mud on the bottoms of ponds. Look at that, before they had evidence, before they knew that the birds actually migrate. That is what they theorized. This is the theory they came up with. But now we know where these birds go. When birds start to migrate, ornithologists, or scientists who study birds, use traps and nets to catch a few of them. They put bands on their legs and then let the birds go. The bands do not hurt the birds. Each band has a code on it and tells where and when the bird was banded. So I've been to places where we've gone to nets where ornithologists are capturing birds. They only hold them for a minute, and they put this band on them to keep track of them. It has a very, very own number on it, so they know if they've caught that bird before. And so they can keep track of where it's going. It's not hurting it, it's just keeping track of where that bird has been and where it's going. All right, some birds migrate for weeks because they stop along the way. Other birds fly for only a few days. Some birds fly thousands of miles when they migrate. We know that orioles fly south to Panama, and barn swallows fly to Central and South America. Hummingbirds weigh only as much as a penny, yet they fly over water for 500 miles without stopping when they migrate. That is so far for them. So far for them. It's like if you drove to San Francisco and back. So a hummingbird flying all the way to San Francisco and all the way back without ever stopping beating its wings and without ever stopping for food or to rest or anything. Arctic terns fly more than 10,000 miles all the way from northern Maine in the United States all the way down to the South Pole. But how do the birds know where to go? And how do they find their way? That's the big mystery. Okay, so I'm going to read those parts, the rest of this book tomorrow, and we'll start to think about how do they find their way. It's not like they have a map with them. All right, we're going to think about that.